Hello and welcome to my channel. Here we're on the lore and stories of the world of Tyria. Today we continue the Path of Fire zones with the third zone, the Elon Riverlands. We will also follow the commander as their journey to stop Balthazar takes them further into the desert sands of Elona. Sit back and relax as we dive into the Elon River to find out what this land is all about. Let's begin. Long ago, this land was nothing but dust and stone. The wind howled through the dry canyons, and only the strongest could live here. But then, everything changed. The river came. It did not come by nature's will. It was shaped by the magic and command of a ruler, Palawajoko, the undead king of Elona. He had bent the river Elon northward, stealing it from Vabi. His reasons were cruel, meant to weaken his enemies. But the river itself did not care. It simply flowed where it was told. And with it came life. Now the land breathes again. The river cuts through the golden sands, turning dry earth into green. Palm trees and reeds grow thick along the water's edge. Animals gather, drinking from the riverbanks. People too, refugees, travelers and farmers have returned. They set up camps and small homes along the water, hoping for peace. The Elon Riverlands became a place of hope in a land once forgotten. Ghosts of the past. But the past is not quiet here. Hundreds of years ago, in a time of faith and desperation, pilgrims walked into this desert. They followed a dream, the hope that they could ascend to something greater. They believed the gods had left them a path. That path led to Augury Rock, a strange and powerful place. But most of those pilgrims never returned. The desert took them, through heat, hunger, and time. Only their shrines, statues, and skeletons remain now, standing like shadows under the sun. Wanderers still pass through these ruins. Some leave offerings, some whisper prayers. Others feel only silence. And yet, magic has not left. Augury Rock is still alive with strange energy. It's said to hold visions of the future, messages left behind by ancient heroes. If the right people come at the right time, the rock might open. And when it does, it may show the truth written in the stars. Danger beneath the beauty. But this is still the desert. And the desert is not kind. Beneath the soft sands are pockets of quicksand, hidden and hungry. Sudden floods from the river can sweep away whole paths, reshaping the land overnight. Undead patrols, remnants of Joko's army, still haunt the cliffs and waterways, hunting the living and guarding nothing. Even the forgotten, strange and ancient beings from before known time sometimes appear. Their presence is felt more than seen. Landmarks in the Riverlands. Skimmer Ranch. This small ranch near the northern riverbank is home to friendly handlers who raise skimmers, gentle hovering creatures that float just above the ground. Here, the commander learns to ride a skimmer and use it to travel across the water and quicksand. The ranch is one of the few places in the desert that still feels peaceful. But its people are always watching the horizon, wary of forged attacks. The ruins of Kesho. Hidden beneath the sands, the forgotten city of Kesho is a sacred place from long ago. It was built by the Forgotten, an ancient race who worked with Glint to fight the Elder Dragons. Inside the city, the commander meets the exalted guardian Sadisi, who tells the story of how Glint prepared for the future. But Kesho is no longer safe. Balthazar found this place first and took its power for his forged army. Some of the enemies here are twisted versions of the Exalted, once protectors, now corrupted weapons. Augury Rock. A towering magical rock formation that stands above the desert like a crown. Long ago, this place was part of the Flameseeker prophecies, a time of heroes, trials, and forgotten legends. Inside the rock is a hidden chamber, filled with magic left behind by the dragon Glint and the Exalted. Today, the commander enters this place to prove themselves worthy of Glint's trust. The magic here is old and strong. When the stars align, the rock opens like a flower, revealing a space where the past still speaks. A living land. The Elon Riverlands are not just a place on a map, they are a story still being written. They hold the memories of the past, the struggles of the present, and the hope for the future. The river gives life, the ruins tell history, the dangers test the brave. Here, in this place between life and legend, the desert lives again. The commander's journey continues. After leaving the jagged cliffs of the desert highlands, the path commander travels southeast into the Elon Riverlands. This land is different from the dry dunes and rocky passes they've seen so far. Here, the Elon River flows like a golden ribbon through the desert, bringing life to the land. Wetlands stretch beneath tall trees, and the ruins of once great places lie buried in sand and time. But the commander is not here to rest. The hunt for Balthazar, the rogue god of war, continues. Earlier in the journey, the dragon Vlast, son of Glint and the elder dragon Kralkatorrik, was killed by Balthazar in the desert highlands. But his death was not the end. Vlast had left behind memory crystals scattered across the desert, pieces of his mind and Glint's legacy waiting to be found. As the commander explores the Elon Riverlands, they begin to collect these crystals. Each one holds a message, sometimes from Vlast, sometimes from Glint herself. The memories speak of visions, choices, and the future. They speak of Aurene, Glint's second scion, and her part in a prophecy that could save Tyria. The crystals guide the commander towards something hidden deep in the desert, the ruins of Kesho, an ancient city built by the Forgotten. Following the clues, the commander discovers the entrance to Kesho, hidden beneath the sands. Inside the city, they meet Sadisi, an Exalted, a guardian from a time long past. He explains what Balthazar did after stealing powerful magic from Kesho. Balthazar has used this old magic to create even more terrible versions of the Forged, his army of steel and fire. Some of these creatures are part Exalted, corrupted from once noble beings. Balthazar's power is growing, and his march towards Kralkatorrik continues. The Exalted know that Aurene must be protected. She is not just a dragon, she is hope. Glint saw a future where dragons and mortals could live together in peace. That dream now rests on Aurene and the commander. The commander's journey leads them to Augury Rock, a sacred place of trials and prophecy. It was once used by heroes of old during the time of Guild Wars prophecies. Now it calls again. With Glint's memory guiding them, the commander enters a vision trial to prove themselves worthy of carrying on her legacy. They face illusions, spirits and truths about the future. When they emerge, they are changed, not only stronger, but chosen. They are now a protector of Aurene, carrying Glint's hopes forward. With Kesho's secrets revealed and Glint's blessing received, the path is clear. Balthazar must be stopped before he can destroy Kralkatorrik. If he succeeds, magic will spiral out of control and tear Tyria apart. The commander heads south, towards the Desolation, where Balthazar's war machine continues to burn its way forward. But now, the commander is not just a hunter or a soldier. They are a chosen guardian of Tyria's future, and Aurene is watching. This has been the lore and story of the third zone introduced in Path of Fire, the Elon Riverlands. I hope you enjoyed this video. This zone is super atmospheric and a perfect blend between sand and water. I like this zone very much. Now we enter the later part of Path of Fire with the final battle with Balthazar looming over the horizon. Will he succeed? Well, we still have 2 zones left in the Path of Fire, so stay tuned. With that said, thank you for watching this video. Please like and comment something you thought was interesting or something that I missed. Also, subscribe to not miss future lore content in this format. Now, take care and I will see you in the next story. Goodbye.